Now they said you was a threat. I must have missed that. I see my niggas and tell them clear it out. Like this a mismatch, this shotty, no joke. Think I'm playing, saying get back. This shit kid and play dance is best known for the kickback, nigga.
Frogs, nigga.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Nas, got hiphopisreal. Back at it again, man. You know, we got the private session, man. Salute to Jerry Wess for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yo, man, I mean, you know, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. You just had a dope battle that just recently dropped, you versus Bedaffi Green on Wegohard.
Wegohard. Salute to Bedaffi too, man. It was crazy. Saying it's one of the classics of Wegohard this year. So definitely proud to be part of that.
Yeah, man, and just yourself, Jerry, man. You know, you was gone for a minute, but already you getting back and you moving already and you making noise. You know how it feel to you know,
I feel like
know that your presence been missing.
It felt good to know that people was actually looking forward to see on what I was gonna do. It was more motivation to you know, step outside the box, and I'm a person that's really open to criticism. So a lot of things that the fans were saying about my style or whatnot, I had to really watch the battles a few times to understand what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between hate and a bunch of people basically saying the same thing. So something about it had to be true. So I analyzed what I had to fix, and I stepped it up in my last two battles. And this was an example of one of them. Yeah, I liked it. It was motivation.
Just yourself, man. Like when you look back at it, because I remember in the building, man, there was a lot of people talking about as soon as this battle went down, and just, you know, how you been feeling from the reception and everybody, you know, talking about the battle.
It's actually been real good, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, I've noticed, like, with battle rap, it's always easier to bounce back from something than to, you know, keep a streak going. Because people like to always see change and see difference. So if you're going for a while, or if your style wasn't as lovable, or if it was something about you that people just couldn't figure out or not like, the fact that you could come and do something different and they appreciate it, just that stepping stone from something totally different is what makes it all worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start off as the best, people going to tend to hate you because, you know, it's nothing different about you. But if you're just going through a whole bunch of things, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot going on with your style and your career, you're always going to be interesting. So it was good for me.
And, you know, for me, that's interesting because when I first heard about you and everybody, I'm like, yo, they already had high praises for you. Like, yo, Jerry, he's like the next up. Like, he's about to take over this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But after the Tech 9 battle, for some reason, I guess that was the one, I guess, in a sense, to bring you to that level. What do you think happened? You know what I'm saying? That kind of slowed that down. Or do you think anything happened? Like,
originally, I was supposed to battle Clean.
Oh, yeah.
And it wound up being Tech and much out to Tech 9. I mean, definitely was, you know, a good battle in my opinion. But at the same time, as far as the culture, it wasn't a good matchup. You know? And at the same time, too, you know, you notice things after you battle. Like, I've noticed even, like, my third round, if it was, you know, if I did the same thing in my first two, or if I did what I did recently against him now, you got a different outcome. But, you know, it probably just wasn't. It was like one of those wrong place, wrong time situations. You know, the battle wasn't the right matchup, and the time frame of it happened, it was already a mix of other great things, so it kind of got overlooked, you know? So, and then at the same time, I had other battles after that either opponents wasn't agreeing to terms or whatever the case may be, so it just seemed like I was sitting out. And to be honest, on my end, you know, I wanted something of Tech 9's, you know, level or something better. And I decided this time around just humble myself and just take, you know, what I could get and work from there. So me starting over was actually beneficial for me, starting back from, you know, right before I got in, starting on that level. And it turns out it's turning out good for me. You know, you gotta be humble, take it you can get, and build my status back up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people out there that I'm gunning for now. So
Yeah, man, and it's always interesting too, man, seeing like how, in a sense, like around your time when you was moving as well, seeing how is it seeing like the other new guys, progress or moving on, and seeing how the whole game is changing, like the Nujerzey Tworks and the whole Goonie movements and things that kind of came after when you were moving and doing your thing and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean, as a business, I look at it from the aspect of they're gonna push and promote what they want to push. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that they do things kind of in increments. You know what I mean? They can't really, and whatever's bringing in tickets and whatever's, motivating. They throw in matchups at certain guys that's giving them these opportunities. You know what I mean, to make it worth their while. And I feel like I wasn't really given the right matchups to put me in those positions. Like Twork got the right matchup. You know what I'm saying? He got the right matchup for his style to put him in those positions. I mean, no, not taking credit from certain people, but like with Mike, he capitalized on being a moment creator. So Mike already did things to where is no matter what the outcome of this battle is, I'm gonna do something that you're never gonna forget it. So everybody basically had things that was being marketed that was pushed a certain way. Me, it just was, I just wasn't getting the battles to help me.
That's real.
And then I didn't have enough battles to help me. So
Nah, definitely, man. And just I want to go back to just this battle that recently just dropped with you and Bedaffi Green, man. Yesterday I had him on the show, and he told me these are his specific rounds that he won. He felt like he won the first, the second. He'll say it's a debatable, depending on, even though he felt like he won it with the edge, but you know what I mean. And he felt like he clearly got the third. I want to get your breakdown because I thought this was a dope battle. I had I watched it, and for me, it gets better the more I watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because then I start catching other things, and I get to kind of see who wins more. Because before yesterday, I had it, first and second round, I had him winning, and I gave you the third. You know what I'm saying? And the second round is really that much closer. You know what I'm saying to me? How do you view it? Let me get your breakdown on this battle. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched the battle about 5 times. I feel like I definitely got the second. If they want to give him the first, they could give him the first. I feel like his first round was his best round. And technically with battles, I feel like that. Like with the third, for example, he took an angle. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if I was a little more known, that angle, the angle that he used would have been more important for the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like people would be more shocked if the nigga was battling Rex, talking about the Snapchat thing, whereas he's battling me talking about the LARP and shit, which a lot of people don't even really know about it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as far as the angle, if I was known more, would have been more effective. And I felt like that what I did was really versatile in the third. It's probably gonna come down to preference. I mean, you always gotta vote for yourself. And I feel like I feel like the difference of people not knowing who won is what we actually both wanted anyway, because it's gonna keep people watching. Oh, I can't tell. I gotta watch it again. It's all about the numbers and the views to get to where you need to go. Bedaffi, that's my bro. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that this was something that we needed to get us back to where we need to be. Because there's people out there that we are really motivated to destroy and really take out. And this was just a battle just to show people like, we not playing. You know what I mean? Brothers got to go at it sometimes. You know what I mean? But I feel like I won a battle. He feel like he won a battle.
Nah, definitely. And just for me, man, I thought this was definitely dope battle for Wegohard. You know what I'm saying? Just a dope battle for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those you could kind of watch a lot and get a lot from. You know what I'm saying? Because even some certain bars, I started catching that you was spitting, especially in your third. I thought your third was really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? You had some hidden gems in there, for me at least. You know what I mean?
There was definitely some on-camera things going on in there. And what got me was like the YouTube comments. Like people was picking up on it. The stuff that people wasn't catching in the building. I was reading the comments. I was like, okay, all right, it ain't just me. I thought I was just, too overhead. But yeah, I feel like I definitely had a lot of stuff in there. And what I think I changed too is I know how to structure my writing now. I used to didn't know how to put things together. I would just write, random things. And if it was hot, I just put it together. No structure, no nothing. Now I'm writing with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing towards my opponent. I ain't just, name scripts or whatever. It's a whole, it's all put together. So, and I feel like that, but now on with battles, only way I can lose is if I lose. I honestly feel like every battle I come into, it's well, what is Jerry? You know what I'm saying? Jerry's gonna do this. If he's not gonna do this, if he's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad. Only way the battle can go bad is if I don't be me. That's how I feel. And I feel like I need to be in a ring with somebody people think I'm clearly gonna lose to in order to figure out where I'm at again. So that's why I want Twork or Mike. I want the people they love. You know what I'm saying? I want to take them down so they can give me the respect that I deserve.
And that's kind of ill that you're saying that, because I just wanted to bring up the point on how a lot of times the fans might criticize, or bloggers or analytics or critics and things like that. But the illest thing I always like about battle rap is when you guys just give us some shit for us to talk about. Like, at the end of the day, like, we don't have to tell you how to, you know what I mean? Where you just come out and give us something that we're not expecting. And then that becomes like what people want to follow to do, or now they want to try this new thing, or, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
To me, that's one of the things I think that help really a lot, because sometimes I think people get too caught up in trying to do the thing that people want. Or, you know what I'm saying? Even
right.
I catch myself trying to be like, well, a lot of people I see, they're going crazy for this, but it be for that person sometimes, or that situation. It's not always going to work for everybody type situation.
Not. That's a fact.
And
it's cool to accept criticism, but at the end of the day, you got to find out what makes you you and how to, improve that and capitalize on it. Because once you start looking like you trying to please everybody, you're gonna lose yourself. And, yeah.
One thing I wanted to say, just for you, like, in getting your name and becoming like such a strong head, like especially like I said, when I first heard about you, like people were saying like you are the next one to really, in a sense, start rocking with that space where certain, I guess you could say, certain guys like Chess and the Briz and the T-Tops have broken into, like, you are one of those names that I definitely heard a lot at that time and everything like that. Where do you see, like, is it in your beginning of like all the matches that you were getting that you were, I guess, dominant in, that made people feel that way? Or, like you said, you need a certain challenger or a challenger, people to think that you're really going to lose badly for you to be able to get to that point? Do you feel like the success, I guess, came too easy? Maybe that's the question I'm looking for.
No, because what a lot of people admire me most for is my comfortability and personality on the stage. So people always looked at me as like, he's new, but he's looking really comfortable and looking really like, experienced up there.
Okay, yeah.
And the fact that I can actually entertain and got bars, it's like, all right, now it's like, who we gonna match him up against? I felt like that. The fact that I wasn't hitting the matchup that really would have defined me, because people say, he's like Goods, he's like this.
Yeah, exactly.
If they would have put me against, maybe Goods or Clips or Red or Rum Nitty or somebody who, people felt like I could clearly lose to, and it's actually a good matchup, my career would have took a different path. And that's something that I had to learn from. And I know that with this battle rap thing is that you have to create your own lane. You can't expect people to promote you and put you out there. You have to do things on and off battle rap to put yourself in this predicament. Because people is either going to want money or they're going to want this, or you're going to have a certain amount of views or whatever it is that's going on. And you got to have a relationship. So at the end of the day, it's about the fans. That's what people don't realize. That the fans can get you what you want when you can't get it.
Yeah,
until you reach that level to where whatever you say is the Bible, you have to put the fans in the mind state that you are deserving of these opportunities. Because if the fans don't want to see it, nobody's going to book it unless you're paying for it. Other than that, that's the way that this game works. To compete on the highest level, you have to have the highest level of respect from the coach, and that's what I'm working on right now. My next battle drop, I think my respect will increase even more.
I mean, I was in the building for that battle, man. That shit was, I got a chance to, speak to you after the battle. That was like one of the battles of the night. That night, you know what I'm saying? You versus T.Y.
dropped this week too.
I mean, like, you know, 2 back-to-back hitters right there, man.
I think this one was even better.
I mean, you know, a lot of people saying 3-0 or, you know, 2-1, especially clear for you on your end and everything like that. Even T.Y. said you won. He gave on the interview, he said that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He felt like you won. You know what I'm saying? So, like that.
To give him a black eye and battle rap.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just like right there after that battle with T.Y., do you feel like, you know, you are ready for, like, you know, a guy like Mike P or a Nujerzey Twork or somebody like that?
My fault, it cut off a little bit. But yeah, I feel like I definitely know who I am. I feel like I've gotten my pen to the point where I can compete with anyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm structured. I'm not hesitant. I can, you know what I mean? I finally got to a new level of myself. I'm not at my full potential, but I'm definitely at a level to where I feel like I can compete with anyone. I just need to get the matchup. I know at the event, I took a shot at Reid, and then we was, you know, chopping it up. And I was talking to Flip, so I'm trying to see, like, if I can get in a matchup that's important enough for the people to respect what it is. I need to be seen against people that they respect in order to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like Twork done got the matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Ill Will and Clint. You know what I mean? He got the matches to where he's, you know, put me up against, you know, one of these niggas and see what happens. I guarantee. Here's one thing. Here's one thing too. Every time I watch a main stage event and I see what the people go crazy for, it kills me. A lot of the shit don't be that crazy, but the fact that it's a lot of normal people in the crowd, like it's not really battle rap savvy people, they tend to go crazy for conviction or certain things that just seem like it's either super believable or just happen to make sense at that time. Yeah. And I'm to myself, I can do those things 10 times as better. Like the shit I had for T.Y., if I was battling Big T, he would have died. On a main stage, if I'd have had that for him, like he would have, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the right time and the right place. You know what I'm saying? If I had the right matchups and the right build, you know, your career can take these crazy turns, man. And I just need, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make that happen. I'm not asking for nobody to know. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make the fans believe it, and I'm gonna make the things happen myself too. You're not gonna get nowhere asking for stuff and sticking hand up. I'm gonna keep kicking ass until niggas respect my pen and come see me.
What's the feeling like? Before you get into that? Before you actually start spitting that round, like when you know, like all the preparation, all the months that came together, everything that, and now you're in front of that person. You done recited rounds a million times. What's that feeling like when you just start going? And I guess you let that whole practice, I guess, take over type shit. You know what I mean?
That feeling is when you got everything done, the last thing that you tell yourself, even though you always tell yourself before you battle, but the last thing you tell yourself before you get in that ring, this battle all depends on me. It all depends on what I do. My rounds is only as good as I'm confident as in what I'm spitting. If people can feel it and see it coming off your aura, like everything you spitting is how you do it, it's your body language, everything. Everything has to be on point. Whether you just waving a finger, you just have to be confident. Because battle rap is about versatility. You can punch all around and lose. You can scheme all around and lose. You can be aggressive all around and lose. If you know how to control the room, control the crowd, speak with conviction, and you just have to just be poised and perfect. Everything has to be down to a T. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have it. So my feeling, my motivation is when I know they say Jerry, I'll be nervous every battle. Every battle I'm nervous until they say Jerry, it's on you. Once they say it's on me and I start speaking, all the nervousness goes away and I know I'm about to kill me. Bad. So bad. Niggas don't let me rap. The only way you gonna win is if I don't say nothing at all. So that's the mode I put myself in.
I'm interested, man. If you said a few names and everything like that, who are like, you know, those solid fives? If the fans can make it happen for URL, you know what I mean? The next big event or you know, the next crazy event? Like, what are the top 5 like dudes? Because sometimes, you know, you might say those 5, and then there's somebody else that's even a better matchup that you didn't even know it was. But at the end of the day, who are some of the 5 main dudes where you see like, okay, this is a good matchup for me right here?
Well, I'm taking Danny Myers out of my 5 because he's been playing too many games for me. He'll talk some shit on by off camera and then act like he don't know nothing. You know. But let's see. Mike P.
Uh-huh.
Rum Nitty. Reid. I like Geech.
Geechee, okay.
Yeah. And Geechee. Yeah. I think those is and the reason why I use those people because I feel like those are the most reachable. You know what I'm saying? That's most possible to happen. You know what I'm saying? All the other ones, you know, probably gotta work for it, but these are the ones I feel like it can probably happen. That I want to take.
Okay. So these are some killers right there, man. Who out of all of those dudes seem to be the biggest threat, or you know what I mean?
I feel like Twork seems to be the biggest threat because he's the one being pushed the most. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that once you take out, you know, a better opponent. And when I say better opponent, I mean, you know, in this culture that we in, it's, you know, it's about, you know, your stacking, the pedestal you put on. You know what I'm saying? Once you go and you remove opponent from their level, you replace them.
So you feel like you could do that? You feel like you could do that to Twork?
Yeah, I definitely can. Yeah, without a doubt. This ain't even got nothing to do with confidence. I really believe that I can do that. So they just need to make it. I mean, if it can happen, you know what I mean. And the thing about it, you watch people, you see how people move, you see their game, and then I think the best thing about me is a lot of people always say, "Well, you may have watched my battles, but you don't know what I'm gonna do. You ain't gonna get the same." Da, da, da. With me, it's different. It's about what I'm gonna do. Every time you hear Jay, you don't know what I'm gonna do, and I think that's my biggest strength. Is no matter what somebody else is bringing, you gotta wait for Jerry to do his shit. Jerry still gotta do what he's gonna do, whether it be what I'm gonna pull up in, if I'm gonna come in a helicopter, or what if I'm gonna jump in the crowd, whatever I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna smack beard on, who knows what the hell I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I think that's my biggest strength, and the fact that I can actually rap, and I actually got bars, I can do that. My biggest mistake was when I first got the URL, I assumed bar-wise they wanted something different. I was like, maybe they wanted more entertainment, so let me do all of this, da, da, da. I didn't notice that after I battled Tech 9 that I should have been rapping the way I was rapping when I battled Woody. The way I should have always been rapping. So I told myself, yo, when Bedaffi was my first battle back, I was like, well, that's going to be the first battle. That and every battle after that, I'm going to take it serious and I'm just going to rap. And then T.Y., same shit. And then whoever's next is just going to keep getting it worse because I found my formula and I got it. Word of my daughter, I got it.
I like, I like tacticians, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that, you know, like to set things up and create a whole atmosphere for certain dudes when they battling. I like Mike P as a dope battle, you know what I mean? Yeah. I like that for the fact that he's becoming one of them dudes that, you know, really know how to plan a good strategy. I like strategy people, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this battle shit. This is a battle at the end of the day.
Mike has like a battle rap bulletproof vest. Like I always told him, he has like, he comes to battle. He's the only person that came to battle rap with like life insurance. You know what I'm saying? He basically, no matter what it is that you do, you can be the best you. But he'll make it to where that even if you think he won or lost, he's gonna do something that you're always gonna remember more than the person he battled. Every battle, you always that Mike battled in, you remember more of what he did than his opponent. Every battle. So he figures, you know, he takes battle rap that way. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it not about beating him. You have to make more moments than he did. If you battle Mike P and they remember more stuff that you did than him, that's how you beat Mike P. That's how you beat him. You have to out moment him.
You gotta basically get more of a, you know, something that the people gonna remember. Right. Like the Hadouken and, you know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff.
Some shit almost a tear almost came on my eye when he did that shit.
Yeah, and that was like sad. That moved that year. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy. That was crazy. And on camera, the battle looked a little on camera, but when that part came, it was like, yeah, man, Mike did it again. He did it again.
Also, you know, a lot of things is happening right now in battle rap and everything like that. What do you think? I don't know if you pay attention, but you know, what do you think about moves like guys like K-Shine DNA doing out here, man? Working with ESPN and you know what I'm saying?
I think that they are the reason why battle rap is still relevant, and I feel like that they are creating milestones. I feel like they're doing things for battle rap that's just so huge. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, there's dudes like John and Arsenal have made like crazy advancements for battle rap, but they're making it international, so we can go other places and do other things. The men are really they're creating a new lane for battle rap. You know, because they're definitely gonna get some statues or something. So they're breaking records out there.
Um, like, what does that say? Because I was talking to Norms earlier, and you know, I was just asking him, like, you know, because you see a lot of situations. I'm sure you know, battle rap is a street culture. You see a lot of guys involved in a lot of different things and stuff like that, and you see Surf, Situation, Dot, and Adi Boom, things like that. A lot of talent get caught up in the streets and things like that, or things that happen in their personal life or whatever. When you think about, you know, like I was speaking to Norms about just, you know, guys making sure that they have things outside of battle rap because battle rap hasn't been in the point where you could just come here and have a 401k or have things taken care of. You sign a contract and, you know, you good for life type thing. You know what I mean? It's still a street culture in a sense, you know, still a growing niche in a sense.
Yeah, and that's another reason too. I guess for me, why it's easy for me to. I mean, because I can live my life. My life doesn't revolve. My financial life doesn't revolve around battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And I love battle rap to death. And anybody also would want to get rewarded for what they do in battle rap for their talents and everything. So me, I mean, I'm just a natural. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I have my own league. I sell cars. I do other things that I don't want to speak on. You know what I mean? But things that I know that in life as a human in a world that we live in, getting money from one way isn't always the best solution. You know, you need income from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm always into uplifting people, into figuring out ways to be financially stable in whatever ways possible. Investing your money, flipping your money, finding stuff, that you're good at. And if you gotta spend money to make money, I shoot videos, party, I do so much stuff. You gotta keep money coming from everywhere because you can get fired from the job. A person that's doing something, you could pass away or never make a wage no more. You gotta figure out ways to keep your. It's money everywhere. You just gotta figure out how to get it out of people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, battle rap should not be. It is for some people, but I feel like it shouldn't be your main source of income because you could lose or do something crazy or something can happen to your battle rap and your whole stock drop and then that's it. You don't. You can lose a leg and then you can't walk on. You know what I mean? It's so much stuff that can just happen and mess you up.
And sometimes too, I like certain moves that guys do. Like I look at a lot of people, you know, like Shugs and Tay Rocks and the T Tops, and who have music and merchandise and things like that. That just to show that like there's multiple ways you could do certain things. You know what I'm saying? As you push yourself towards building a name, and even in Jerry West, I'm sure you have a group of people who follow and like what you do and support your movement as well, and are willing to put in some type of financial support if you have something that people like and things like that. So, you know what I mean?
Using your name, and I'm glad you said that because that's another thing. If you do get into battle rap and you become successful in battle rap, you use your brand to make money off your brand. You know, whether you hosting events or making clothes or, like you said, music. Yeah, just figure out ways to keep yourself financially, families and bills and all types of things. So yeah, definitely.
Now I wanted to actually get into just talking about the contract type of situation. Like, do you feel like contracts like are necessary, especially in this game that we playing in now, and this level of battle rap where it's at right now? Because now so many more people are getting in it. So many people are trying to secure talent and things like that. Do you think contract is helping it, or is just at a point where it's hurting it? What do you think about that?
I feel like contracts are necessary depending on the type of person you are, because there are people that's talented that don't want to promote themselves or do things. You know what I mean? That may not want to do anything for themselves. So if somebody recognizes your talent but know they got to do a whole lot of work for you, they need to secure themselves. So, they'll book you, but they got you in the contract, but you don't promote yourself, you don't do anything. So that contract is what keeps them safe as a business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a businessman first, so I understand what it is and what it ain't. I just feel like that if you are a successful battle rapper and you promote yourself and the fans like you don't need one. If you're talented, but you know you don't really know how to brand yourself, then the contract is necessary. Some people may need that contract. They may not be able to get battles, but the contract will guarantee them something. So I feel like it's all about the decision between you and whatever you in, or whatever contract, whatever league you're a part of.
Mm.
I don't feel like it's good or bad. I just feel like it depends on who you
are. For you, do you feel like would you sign contracts? Do you like to deal with contracts, or are you one of those people that's like, nah, I like to shake hands, or you know what I mean?
I mean, it depends on what's going on. Like if I'm dealing with a situation to where I feel like that I can't trust it, or it don't make sense, or I need some type of insurance, if it benefits me, then yeah. But if I feel like I trust the situation, or I can get it done on my own, then no, I don't need one.
Mm.
Contracts is not something that I feel like is bad. It just protects a business. I feel like if I wasn't business minded, I would be totally against contracts. I know what their purpose is, and I know what type of person that I am. I'm always going to try to work hard to put myself into a position where I can be supported without being locked into anything to where it's controlled by someone else. So for me, no, I definitely need,
I always want to ask this question too. Like, what do you think about there's like a lot of leagues in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of leagues, a lot of new battles that's always happening. Sometimes, I'll be wanting to try to keep up with everything that's going on, so I'll try to look at everybody and everything. But you'll speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people be like, I don't even watch battles no more. So, in a sense, it's making it hard for certain battles to be, for battles to be impactful like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Since it was so few in between and stuff like that. But now there's so many coming out. How do you feel about, so many leagues and so many people coming? Do you think it's like a good thing? You know what I'm saying? Now you get, Kentucky got a league and all these different places around America got leagues, or do you think it's a bad thing, like seeing all the different styles and stuff like that?
I mean, as far as people trying to, I feel like it's good in the sense that a lot of people can be a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? They help people get out of trouble. And everybody's not gonna make it to the God or URL or don't flop. People's not gonna go there, but they would love to showcase their talent on a professional level. You know what I'm saying? And these leagues provide those chances for people. And then the way that battle rap is too, a lot of people who are artists or battle rappers, they may not be able to make the URL to battle somebody, but in their league they can get money up to make these matches happen and possibly make history somewhere else where it's not allowed. So I feel like as far as advanced culture, as far as like dreams, it's a good thing. It's also negative in the same sense that battle rap has no borders. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap, it's kind of keeping battle rap stagnated as like a professional sport. I feel like that if it was less leagues, we would have been in the Garden by now. We'd have been in Madison Square Garden right now. So I feel like it kind of holds battle rap back in a certain way.
I wanted to tie this in with like a question I had about just like with that happening, you get so much new talent pool and everything like that. like I want to talk about the Cortez and Prez Mafia when Cortez said, you know, you guys are having that little Uzi styles, and you know,
I was with the best of the best, Prez, believe in the hype. It's like they switched our last opponents the way I'm seizing your life. Cause once I get money back, bet you'll see the light. There's no comparison. A Mozzie to a Hoopty, a Poppy to a true fiend, but I swear though, y'all don't even move me. It's the Gottis and the Boosies to the Nas's and the Tunchis. Big Papa and the Coogee to these Yachties and these Uzis.
You know, it's like the battle rap is like how hip hop is becoming, where, you know, in a sense, like a certain rawness of it is dying, and now it's just like more of a performance and all these other things, and you know, the crowd promoting a certain thing for a certain time and stuff like that, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, that rawness. Do you think the rawness could still survive, or is still here, or do you think it has become a little watered down, or you know what I'm saying, a little bit?
Well, I mean, as it's not as dramatic as how like the Uzi and all that situation. It's not as dramatic like that, but I feel like the rawness and things can be brought back if the vets decide to do a lot more like what Cortez did. You know what I'm saying? Twerk and and Big T took Mike. You know what I'm saying? Just coming down and like just showing the balance and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, you know, they getting older. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the new people's coming in, and it's like you don't really have a choice but to move on. But it's their job, the vets as well, to make sure they leave that lasting impression on the culture to figure out how this should turn. Set more restrictions, set more barriers. But if you're not battling these dudes, if you're not setting examples, it's more so about setting examples in battles. Because they figuring that, oh, I'm not getting to do the shot, this dude just wants some fame. If you really love the culture and you wanted to stay a certain way, you got to get in these rings and set examples with dudes. So that way they know how to act. Or new people come in and know not to do what the new guys are doing. The newer guys. So I feel like the vets play a major part in that. And if they don't, you know, set them guidelines now before they exit, it will be like that. You know what I'm saying? And who knows if, you know, the URL could be transformed into something else and taking it out to something else. But that's, and it's also up to us too as well, for us to, because we grew up loving them. So we also have to realize, you know, what's right, what's wrong, and we have to know what to do when we get there.
His chick choosing, ugly nigga. She really can't stand the dude. When they say group picture, he the one they hand the camera to, but he didn't notice my angle. See, his fans' greatest fear we lose. Overhead, everything I'm spitting, green mist. That's a Tajiri move. How you want?
Frogs, nigga. All my wrists is frogs. All my